Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Now, this lesson is about Kill Devil. In Barbados, they had a word for it, but the word meant kill devil for the rum. And that is so spiritual because when you look at one of the main evidences that show that the Israelites were sold, the reason the Israelites were sold, you would understand that through the looking at how rum was produced and the importance of rum in the present world, especially this kingdom and the rulers of this kingdom. You know, most of them got their riches from rum. Now, when you go to Joel chapter 3, it shows you the whole thing. Joel chapter 3. Bear with me while I find this verse right quick. Okay, Joel chapter 3. Now the first verse lets you know what it's all about. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." And so when he talks about when he say bring again, that's meaning he's gonna bring this situation, this issue, this event. He's gonna bring it back to the mind of the people. What happened to Judah and Jerusalem? So when you go to verse 2, he say he's gonna gather all nations and plead with them for his people, who they scattered among the nations, and they parted his land, meaning they took over Jerusalem. And then he tells you in verse 3 why they did it. He said, "They have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink." So they sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So they sold the girl to get the wine, and they wanted the wine so they can drink the wine. It wasn't that they had a whole bunch of bottles of wine and they say, okay, we're gonna use this wine or we gonna sell buy some wine, and we gonna sell this girl so we can buy some wine. No, it wasn't about selling this girl so you can buy some wine. It was that this girl was gonna help them produce the wine so the whole world can drink, and especially their community. And so when you look at who did this, it also identifies the adversary of the Israelites, and it identifies the nation who did it. So let's go to Amos, the next book over. Amos chapter 1 verse 6. It say, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Gaza, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried away the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom." So these people that was involved in the slave trade, they was trading the Israelites for wine, and they were trading them amongst nations. When they say Gaza, that's talking about the Arab nations, the nations that's known as Arabs, because they have an Arab slavery, and so they were selling slaves that they had to Edom. So when you get to verse 9, it tell you who else was involved. It say, thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom, and remembered not the brotherly covenant. So not only was the Arabs, who had a major slavery, that's documented, it was also the Hamites, those in the land of Ham, what they call Africa. They were selling the children of Israel to the Edomites. You see, and so that identifies who was getting these slaves, because they was going certain places to get the slaves. Once they saw that the Taino Indians wasn't going to be able to handle the making and the producing of the sugar cane, they realized that they was going to use those Israelites that was on the west coast of Africa, on the slave coast. And at this same time in 1492, you had Christopher killing Columbus in Spain. And Spain was expelling all of the Jews. It's documented information. The Jews was being expelled in 1492, and they started cultivating this sugar cane in 1492 when Christopher Columbus took some sugar cane to Cuba. And also, while he's taking the sugar cane to Cuba, he took a Hebrew translator called Torres. So you got a Hebrew translator. The Jews is being kicked out of Spain, and the Spaniards is going to Cuba, starting sugarcane production. You see, and so it's a clear operation that sugarcane was made into rum, and the children of Israel was the descendants of slaves in that Atlantic slave trade. And the whole slave trade was about producing rum. You had George Washington in his campaign to be president. He would give rum to all the people so they would vote for him. You see, and they say rum was like gold. Rum was like money. They would even buy slaves with the rum. So when it say it sold a girl for wine that they might drink, it was perfect, because you had the Taino Indians from the tribe of Ephraim. They was there from the northern kingdom. They had went across the waters and made it to Cuba from Jerusalem, from their captivity that they was in, because they was in a separate captivity than Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Then once they couldn't handle the slavery, picking the sugar cane, the Edomites went and got Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the top tribes, the big tribes, to come and do the heavy lifting. And the people was dying from heat exhaustion and having heart attacks, and the women wasn't having their menstrual cycle. That's how hard they was working the people. And they say millions of people was dying, so they had to keep bringing all of the slaves there to the islands, to the Caribbean. And Antigua, Barbados, they was some of the main places producing rum, and so that was the main places that the Israelites was being sent to, the tribe of Benjamin. You see, a lot of the tribe of Benjamin was going down there to the islands producing the slaves, because King Saul was from Benjamin. And you had Benjamin was a big tribe that fought all the tribes of Israel. So Benjamin was a big, powerful tribe, and them and Judah and Levi, the Haitian Salakia, they was a part of the situation too in Haiti, and they revolted against all of this Edomite powers. But the ones in the Benjamites in Antigua, Barbados, they named the rum Kill Devil. And with Joel 3, verse 3, it clearly tells you that these Israelites was being sold for wine, so the world can drink wine, because this rum was so profitable. Not only rum, when you get to California, the tribe of Gad, Reuben, the Indians, the Native Americans, they was doing the labor in California to produce the wine. So the Northern Kingdom was helping produce the wine. The Southern Kingdom down there in the islands was helping to produce the wine. In Brazil, they was helping produce the wine. Those descendants of slaves coming off of the west coast of Africa, they always were helping these Edomites produce wine. And even to this day, that's a major commodity. You got a liquor store on every corner. You see? And so they getting rich today. And the captivity is still being, wine is a major factor. And the whole establishment of their nations was established off wine. So I'm gonna leave it there. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Noble honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.